On Friday, December 20th, 2019, 14-year-old Harley Dilly left his home in Port Clinton, Ohio, like he did most school mornings. This day, however, was meant to be special, the final day of school before the Christmas holidays. But Harley never made it to class that day, nor did he return home. His disappearance sparked an extensive search that gripped the community for weeks. The mystery surrounding Harley's fate would only unravel nearly a month later, revealing a heartbreaking and harrowing sequence of events. So what happened to Harley Dilly? Let's dive into the details of this tragic case, exploring his life, the investigation, and the chilling discovery that shook everyone. Harley J. Dilly was born on August 12, 2005, in Fremont, Ohio, to Marcus and Heather Dilly. Described as a bright and kind-hearted young boy, Harley was diagnosed with ADHD and autism, which presented challenges in his daily life. Despite these hurdles, he was brave, determined, and compassionate. During the holiday season, he would volunteer for the Salvation Army and had a unique habit of scattering pennies around town, believing it brought blessings to those who found them. At the time of his disappearance, Harley was a freshman at Port Clinton High School. He enjoyed playing sports, singing, gaming with his friends, and creating YouTube videos, where he shared gaming content and personal updates. Though Harley appeared to lead a relatively normal life, there were cracks beneath the surface. Harley's relationship with his parents was reportedly strained. Marcus and Heather were described as strict, often clashing with their son over discipline and rules. In the month leading up to his disappearance, police had been called to the Dilly household after reports of a family dispute. While details of the incident were never fully disclosed, it painted a picture of tension within the home. Harley also had a history of running away after arguments with his parents. These incidents were never reported to authorities because he usually stayed at a friend's house and returned within a day or two. This pattern would later play a critical role in the initial stages of the investigation. On the morning of December 20th, Harley reportedly told his mother he wasn't feeling well and wanted to stay home. Heather, dismissing his complaint, told him to go to school. Harley reluctantly left the house around 6 a.m., wearing a thin maroon puffer jacket, black sweatpants, and sneakers. Surveillance footage captured him walking past a camera at 6:08 a.m., marking the last confirmed sighting of him alive. When Harley didn't return home that evening, his absence was not immediately alarming to his parents. They assumed he had gone to a friend's house after an argument over his broken phone, which he had asked them to replace. Heather even posted on Facebook mentioning Harley's absence, but didn't notify the authorities. The Port Clinton Police Department launched an investigation and quickly issued a "Be on the lookout" alert. Officers searched the area, spoke with Harley's friends, and canvassed the neighborhood. Search parties, including volunteers and rescue dogs, combed through parks, vacant lots, and other potential hiding spots. Despite their efforts, there was no sign of Harley. His parents cooperated with investigators, allowing searches of their home. But tensions grew as questions about their delayed reporting surfaced. Rumors and suspicions began to spread, with some accusing Marcus and Heather of negligence, or worse. By January, the search had expanded nationwide. Flyers were distributed, and a reward for information increased to $20,000. Still, no substantial leads emerged. On January 13, 2020, police received a tip that led them to an unoccupied house near Harley's home, just 2 blocks away. This house had been overlooked during earlier searches because it appeared abandoned, and there were no signs of forced entry. Inside, officers found articles of clothing near a second-floor bedroom. Using specialized equipment, they examined the chimney, where they discovered Harley's body wedged between the chimney walls. The discovery was devastating. Harley's body was in an advanced state of decomposition, and it was determined he had likely died shortly after going missing. The light green house with burgundy shutters should have been empty. Sitting on a tree-lined property just south of Lake Erie in a residential section of Port Clinton, Ohio, the summer home had been vacant and locked up for months. But when authorities entered the residence Monday afternoon, they came across an unusual sight. A maroon puffer jacket and a pair of eyeglasses lay discarded on the second floor of the house near a brick chimney. The items weren't left by the home's previous occupants, Port Clinton Police Chief Robert Hickman said at a news conference Tuesday. They belonged to Harley Dilly, a 14-year-old who vanished almost a month ago. The missing boy, investigators would soon learn, was close by. On Tuesday, Hickman announced that the weeks-long search for Harley, who was last seen on the morning of December 20th, had come to a tragic end. A body believed to be Harley's was found roughly several hundred feet from his own home, inside the chimney of the unoccupied house across the street, Hickman said. "I promised myself not to break down today," Hickman told reporters. "It's not the outcome we wanted." Investigators believe Harley climbed an antenna tower to the roof of the house and entered the chimney, where he somehow became trapped. The Ottawa County Coroner's Office determined Harley died from compressive asphyxia, adding the teen's manner of death appears to be accidental at this time. Hickman declined to say how long Harley may have been inside the chimney, saying the investigation remains ongoing. Chimney. The chimney's interior dimensions were approximately 9 inches by 13 inches, a tight space that would have been extremely confining. Investigators believe that on the day of his disappearance, Harley attempted to enter the vacant house by climbing an antenna tower to access the roof. Once on the roof, he apparently decided to enter the home via the chimney, descending feet first. Tragically, he became trapped in a section of the chimney that was blocked between the first and second floors. Evidence suggests that Harley removed his coat and glasses, possibly in an attempt to free himself or to push them through a nearby vent for help. The Ottawa County Coroner's Office determined that Harley died from compressive asphyxia, a condition where breathing is prevented by external pressure on the body. This likely occurred because the narrow chimney walls restricted his chest movement, making it impossible to breathe. The coroner indicated that Harley likely died within hours of becoming trapped. The discovery of Harley's body brought immense sorrow to the Port Clinton community. Vigils were held, and many questioned how such a tragedy could occur. Some community members raised concerns about the delay in reporting Harley missing, as his parents waited over a day before contacting authorities. This led to discussions about the importance of timely reporting in missing person cases. Harley Dilly's death was a heartbreaking accident that underscores the dangers of attempting to enter structures through unconventional means. It also highlights the importance of community vigilance and prompt action when a child goes missing. The Port Clinton community continues to mourn the loss of a young life taken too soon. The discovery of Harley's body brought immense grief and outrage to the community.